Yo, what's going on, everybody? Fabio Fiorentino here with 40 Below Gaming. Um, had a crazy night last night, so I am a little hungover, but I've got a couple projects I need done for tomorrow's tournament in Brandon. So I was gonna go out and do some gaming today, but it is not gonna happen. So what I've got happening today is I've got comms relay and an Agis defense line that I need to make. And, I could, go buy the standard ones, and that works usually for Imperium armies, but being a Necron player, I need to adjust and do my own thing. So, be prepared, the camera will shake quite a bit for this first bit, but just going to put you over here. So this right here, group of bits, got some dispersion shields, we've got some Tesla guns from Immortals, and we've got some flying bases that I don't use. So this is going to be my Aegis defense line. Yeah, right here. This is it. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. I've already started pre-cutting some stuff, but I figured I'd go live. I've been here all morning. I just finished painting 3 squads of Immortals and finishing up some night sights. So yeah. So I'm going to adjust the camera again. So you're going to kind of see all the bits come together. And yeah, let's get cracking. So first, I need to score all these flying bases, or sorry, these skimmer bases or whatever, because they are going to become the majority of the Aegis defense line. So I'm just going to quickly score this up. The reason I'm scoring it is so that it will snap in half better. But I keep hitting the wrong line, so it might be a little hard. But anyway, so next thing I'm going to do, get the bone saw out. Might be a little bit of turbulence. Oops. Not the easiest thing to do, but it gets it done. And bam! That's all it is. So, the idea is each dispersion shield is going to be trimmed up, and it's going to sit in the middle of each piece of Aegis wool. And then for some, I have to kind of do some overlapping like this to get the right dimensions. So I'm going to improvise by using the Immortals Tesla bits as a way to combine them to keep the clean-cut look that we all grow to love with the Necrons. Yeah, so hopefully by doing this, they won't need to be based. Hopefully they'll have enough, they'll be flat enough on the bottom to stay up on their own. Otherwise, I'll have to improvise with a little bit of plasticard, but that will be after. Let's adjust this camera. We are really tilted here. Well, it's not a big deal, but so yeah, very excited for Brandon. Now the guys out in Brandon are always, really supportive, really gung-ho about the hobby, which is awesome. So, if we can get an opportunity to go out there and hang out with the guys, I want that stuff. Why not? Not to mention, I'm always running stuff, so I don't really have opportunities to play. But so when these fine gentlemen decide to run an event, I feel obligated to get down there so I can participate in something. So we keep working away here. So for those of you that missed out on the podcast, we did a lot of talking about 8th rumors and all the stuff that's actually been released and stuff like that. And I gotta say, the more I hear, the more excited I get. It's gonna be, I think, a great addition. Come on, yeah. Oh no. The one thing I didn't want to happen: breaking incorrectly. And that, my friends, what happens when you score wrong. That's really frustrating because I don't know if I have enough extra ones kicking around to now complete this. Okay, probably shouldn't attempt it with the second one. Should probably make sure this one is scored as good as possible. Okay. Cool. So we're down 1. That really sucks. Oops. I'll have to adjust. I'll have to go find another one. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Always the last thing I want to do, but that's alright. Alright. Oh, look at that. There's one sitting in this bag. Oh, that's for my, you know what? That's okay. This is for Ghost Ark, but I don't use these. I use different basing. I usually use wooden ones just because I find they're a little heavier and they, just hold the model a little better. So I'm going to go with that instead. So this is I guess I could use half of this half, but then this half is useless. Nope. She gone. Okay, so back to scoring. It's very hard to see these fine lines when my vision is very blurry this morning, but we just got to power through. Oh. All right. Yes! Progress. Boom. They're all, okay. Those are broken. Done. That's sweet. Okay, next step is to clean all these up. All the shields up. Because due to how I'm doing this, the clear pieces cannot, obviously, get paint on them, so I have to line everything up perfectly, and then line everything up perfectly, paint it all individually, and then attach it at the end. So this project that I guess really could take not very long will be a little more time consuming, but I think it'll be worth it. It'll be a sweet piece. Very excited. I used to have a Necron line, but it was very shoddy at best, so I got rid of it, so I'm going to create another one. What do we got here? Supposed to meet this lady to pick up some shoes, but I don't feel like driving, so ha, to deal with that at a later date. It is a quiet, quiet day today. Holy moly. Thought there'd be some people hobbying for sure. But I guess not. The funny thing is, I was going to leave these projects till tonight after I get back from helping at my uncle's restaurant, and seeing how much work is involved now, I'm just like so glad that I woke up and started to get some stuff done today, because this would not have been fun to do all night before having to get up nice and early and drive down to Brandon. What time we got? 1:14. Oh, we got lots of time. This project should be wrapped. Only problem is this one might get wrapped up. Then I have a comms relay I gotta build, and haven't quite exactly figured out how I want to attack that project. So that's gonna be the next thing on the agenda after this one. So just cleaning away all the flack on these bits first. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's a defense line. It's kind of, it's going to have some holes in it. These bits are going to be rusted out again, so it all works. But that's those. Okay, so now for these, so they got to sit in between the longer sections of the wall. So what I'm going to do is chop the crap out of this thing. So I want to cut it here. Oh, no, definitely not there. I want to cut it here. And then I got to chop off this bit with the hand stuck to it. What's going on, Martin? I am currently making an Agis defense line. So the clear flying base or skimmer bases are going to be the energy fields. Got some Necron shields here that are going to be part of it, and I've got some other Necron bits that I'm going to be adding to the wall. So it's just trying to line everything up at the moment. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's get back to it. So this bit, I never get rid of my Necron bits. I find, like, even if I've cut stuff up, there's always the chance that, something might be able to be done with what's left over. So typically just throw it in a bin and kind of just leave it. Okay, so let's clean this up. There's 2. So I already kind of have an idea in my head what I want this to look like in the end. So that's always good. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to execute this, but that's the beauty of converting. 3, and last one. Clean this up. Go. Get rid of this blade. So. Alright, there we go. So those 4 bits are complete, or as complete as I need them to be. So now the fun part begins. I can't, like I said, I can't attach anything until until everything's painted. So I'm going to be trimming everything and then hoping it all works when it comes time to attach everything together. So right now I'm just trying to find a point on the bottoms of these shields that I can use as a reference so that when I cut all 12 of them, they are all uniform. So I found a spot that I like. Oh, and I just wrecked the shield because I cut the wrong end. Ha! Cool. That sucks. Can I fix that? Probably not. Not to worry. Luckily, I have a couple extra shields, so I can make a couple mistakes. But I don't want to be doing that too much because I love these shields, so, and I find they're always useful for other projects. So if I can avoid wasting them on stupidity, it's always a good thing. Okay, boom, there's another one. Let's get this one cleaned up now quickly. So remember, boys and girls, the big side. Okay, so even when I cut that, it just felt wrong, and it just dawned on me. I was like, oh, you're an idiot. Down here. Let's get these down. This one's in the pile of debris, so big end. Big end, big end. I cannot wait to see what GW does to the Necrons come 8th edition. I only play Necrons, so I'm really hoping I can still kind of roll with them and really still enjoy them. I'm sure I will, but I hope I don't lose too much flavor or anything. Alright, those are ready to go. Okay, so everything is ready. The one thing I wanted to do next is, I don't think I have no more cleaning to do on pieces. So let's put this stuff away. Now it's going to be painting and then assembly. So out of the way, this way. All the tools can go back over here. Okay, cool. So next, what I want to do before I continue with the actual project, I want to turn on my airbrush. I want to see if I can make this little base, make it glow. Give it a little bit of a green wash tint to it. and see if it will stick, but not become a little goopy, or just a couple drops, nothing crazy. Just want to see. Oop, yeah, right. I guess that's gonna happen. Oh, it is still transparent. It's just, hey, you know what? That's okay. So you can kind of, it's still pretty transparent. You know, you can't see it. It's very hard, but it's got a green tint to it now. I kind of like that, so I think I'm gonna roll with it. Very worried what it will look like in the end, but we're gonna give it a go. We're gonna, ouch! I'm gonna give it the old college try. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to this. Run it through. Turn this off. So one thing I did forget to do, and I should probably do it right away, is need to grab a bunch of these so I have essentially 4 sets that are the long sections of panel, like so. So what I need to do is I need to clean up the insides of them so I can add these bits that I've cut after the fact. So first thing I need, this is not going to be a fun one because these, do I even bother with this? Yeah, I should. So, probably gonna have to Dremel it to get it a little, make sure it's proper in terms of make it square. Oh, that was a struggle to say. So I'm using the bone saw as kind of a way of scoring. And then I'm just grabbing these pliers and just snapping on the line. So these should, we're gonna need to clean that up. That's okay. So one of these little bad boys is just gonna sit comfortably right in between to kind of make them look like they're supposed to be joining together. Cool. So that is one. Two. So nothing crazy today, just kind of want to get these little projects done. I really want my army to look kind of nice for Brandon. Sadly, I haven't decided on how my new bases are going to look, so I haven't based some stuff. I know it's really not an excuse, but that's my reason. So I'm gonna go with some bases not completed on some of my newer flyers, but sure I'm not looking to get best paint. I'm just going to have a good time, roll some dice. So got a really wonky list, especially for this deep into 7th, with all the crazy shenanigans out there. But I am a good general, so I think this will work out well. And I just totally screwed this up again. Ah! Where's that other bit that I threw away? Well, it looks like I'm going to need this one now, because this one has now a cut on the wrong side. Awesome. So now this one, got the right side of it. Off, boom. Okay, cool. Done and done. Gonna keep that, I guess. We might never know what might happen. Let's get rid of all these little bits that are gonna go flying everywhere once I start my airbrush up. Okay, so I guess first I'm gonna actually get the paint on these shields. Sitting square. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna get the washout. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's add some paint. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this will be a little too much, but I don't want to have to stop once I've got the flow going. So here we go. Okay, so I was wrong. Because this is a wash, it's obviously it goes through a lot faster through the brush. So I'm gonna for sure need more paint. Oh no, I don't need it. So that was 4 with 7 drops. So a bit more in. Got lots more to do. It's nice. I don't need to be perfect. You just want tint of green. get this last one. I don't want to have to. No, that one ran up. That sucks. Cool. Nice and quick. Let these things dry now. So for all these bits, typically I go with this. Sorry, hang on. Let me just clean this out. Okay, so typically what I do with all my bits is I spray them with. Again, is standard gray now. It is amazing. But this go around because I'm inside and I don't feel like going outside to do like a handful of bits that'll probably blow away. What is this? Where's my note? Bear with me here. Gotta find my. There it is. My gray black, Vallejo gray black. It's almost the same color as the GW's color, so I'll just waste a bunch of this paint on getting these bits primed. All right. Get that up there. I don't know if this will be enough or whatever, but I still like putting the lids on my paints. Okay, so that's one. Dun, dun, dun. Really wish these fingers wouldn't on this glove be a little tighter, so I doesn't have all the bunch of the glove just hanging over the model and obstructing the airbrush. But that's good. 2. Very simple with little bits like this. Basing with an airbrush is super easy. I used to base all my Necrons doing this method because how thin the coat it applied. And at the time, GW's, canned primer was not always that great. So, or not always dependable, I should say. Mind you, it's still not, but usually it's more because people don't shake it right now versus it was just inconsistent many moons ago. Cool. Although most of the back won't be seen. Still like painting my models. Completely. The whole premise, people, if you can't see it, you don't have to paint it. For the most part, I agree, but sometimes, oops, sometimes you gotta paint everything. What do we got? There's so many other colors going on. I'm not overly worried about, you know, missing little spots or whatever. I wasted a lot of paint here. That frustrates me a lot, but. So much waste. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's get rid of some of that. Alright, that's cleaned out. Good, good, good. Sorry guys, just gonna grab this mess. Okay, anyway, cool. Sorry about that. Okay, so those bits are ready to go. Yeah, so we're going to paint them now. Yep, cool. So get rid of that glove. So, the way I do all my Necrons is not going to deviate for this. So we're going to grab a nice big brush. I'm going to get the Necron compound out. And just apply a extremely heavy dry brush to all these bits. The reason it's a dry brush and not just like a full coverage is because of all the other colors that are added to the mix. Most of it just overlaps anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. Right, gotta keep doing the backs. Mind you, this heavy dry brush is practically covering the entirety of the model, which is fine. Just I like seeing a little bit of the black gray through. Keep forgetting about the blacks, the back, so may as well start with it. Cool. last little bits. These are annoying because not much of this actually gets painted. The rest gets on like OSLs. So, but just gotta stay consistent. Cool. So that's all done. Necron compound done. Brush. Okay. Next up is typhus corrosion. Do I have that? Oh no, I threw out that small bit. Oop, that's the one. That's okay. Okay, so typhus corrosion is going to be a dabbing, stippling technique, obviously. For those of you who are not aware, all I do is get an old piece of pluck foam, chop it up, and dab it on. So I'm not going to go all the way around right now. I'm going to do the fronts, let it kind of settle, and then hit the back sides. Oops. If you ever hit a spot too heavy, you just flip the sponge around and dab a bare area with it, and it actually just absorbs a lot of the excess. Allows for way more control, which is really cool. What do we got for time here? 44 minutes, not bad. This project's only going to take probably just over an hour. This pleases me a lot. Really don't want to have to add, oh, see like there, just way too much. But it's okay. Also another thing nice that there's no consistency required. It is just freestyle. Okay, that's that. Let's get some more paint on this thing. Okay. Let's try and go back to them. So let's go back to the start. Again, the back's not nearly as important because they're going to be hidden for the most part, but it still doesn't hurt to go through the motions. It'll be fun cleaning my fingers later, but that's okay. Usually I wear a glove, but I like to be in control, and I feel I can't as well with the glove on sometimes. Oops. couple off here. Let's get the rise of rust out. Typhus corrosion can sit back down. Okay. So same technique again, just with a new color. Yeah, Brent, I got a whole bunch here actually. Some of them have been used, so they have like textures on them and stuff. I don't know if you can still use those or what, but let me know. Okay. Probably will do it.
Priority alert.
Neat. All right. So that's done. Next. Next, a little bit of airbrushing, I think. Let's get the airbrush will go last. I think. I do that. Yeah. Okay. So these need to be cleaned up a bit. So I'm gonna bust out the Dremel. Turn off that. This block. Okay. Might get a little loud, but all I'm doing is these surfaces just gotta make them smooth. Not bad. That is smoothing out these edges, which I think I've got them. Oh no, I missed one. Cool. That's it. That's all. That away. That's an oversight. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So it's looking like I am going to need some plastic card to base this, which I really was hoping I didn't have to do, but looks like it's probably going to have to end up being that way. Because I don't think this is going to stand up on its own. But a connection issue. There we're back. Cool. I really didn't want to use any basing on these. That sucks. Really, really sucks. Unless what can I use? Sorry, everyone, just bear with me here a second. I'm trying to MacGyver a way to get these things to work without having to put a crazy base on each piece, which I really don't want to do. What do we got here? Always a problem with converting. You always can hit these little snags, and you just gotta look around and find something that will work. Just these work.
Priority alert.
Could use these. I really don't want to. This. This is difficult. I don't know what to do here. Be right back. I'm just gonna take a look around my room here, see if I can find something that will spark.
Receiving incoming transmission.
This work. Okay, so we can't find anything that'll work, so we're gonna resort to the plastic card. That sucks, because I really don't want to paint plastic card. But we'll see what we can see if we can figure something out here. So, get my knife back. Get rid of these tools, they're not needed. I think I just got a message, so check that. Okay, so that'll do for now, I guess. Okay. See the way this is going to work.
Receiving incoming transmission.
I definitely did get a message. So what we're going to do is we're going to start attaching all these parts now, not only together, but now to the plastic card. That wasn't the ideal way to do that, but that's okay. Lesson learned. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So this is going to be, I think, my Agis line. For the time being, I feel like the execution was not as good as I had thought. So I'm going to keep working with it. But I got to take care of some stuff, so I'm going to sign off. And hopefully you'll look at the Winnipeg War Council page and you will see some finished product in a couple hours. Put that away, pull up the blue. Alright everyone, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget Reset on Tuesday, May 2nd. We got Open Gaming, 40K. We have the Open Gaming and Demo Day at Hidden City Comics on May 13th. And then we have the monthly Sunday edition of Open Gaming at Reset Interactive Ultra Lounge on May 21st. And then at the end of the month, we have the POW GT, 27th and 28th. Don't miss out, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.